We're doing an auction, a live auction, ladies and gentlemen. And even if you're not bidding on anything, it's so worth it to watch the amazing pipes of Joe Bodnar. Give it up for Joe.
Hey, welcome to Bodnar's Bids and Banter. I'm your host, Joe Bodnar.
And Maureen.
Wonderful to see you today.
See me. You see me every day.
I know, but it's just wonderful. It's a beautiful thing every day.
At least it's that and not Bodnar.
That's it, right. I was going a different way. Exactly. So we just came off an exciting, spectacular auction.
Yes.
I'm so tired still.
Yeah, I am too.
We just had our Smodcast auction 2 days ago, and it was
Smodcastle Cinemas.
What'd I say?
Smodcast.
Yeah, it was Smod auction.
Yeah.
Smauction.
Smauction.
See, I was almost right. I'm too tired. I can't even talk anymore.
He's technically
Cinemas.
still right because
Smodcast would be
Smodcast would be their podcast.
The podcast.
Yeah, that was Kevin's
Right.
podcast.
but Smodcastle Cinemas is
Got it. But yes, no, we had a fantastic time. It was our first in-person sale in over 2 years, I guess. 3 years? Cape May would have been the last in-person sale we ran, right? I think. Maybe 3
That was
years.
2021, sir.
All right, 4 years.
5 years.
5 years. Holy shit. Who's
2026.
counting?
It's 2026.
What are we auctioning off the years here? 21, 22, 23, 24? So, yeah, we had a fantastic turnout. We had tons of live bidders. We had tons of in-person bidders. It was a fantastic sale where Kevin himself came and described his items.
Mm-hmm. Always a fun time.
We sold the car.
Yeah. Actually, that reminds me, after the podcast, I have to talk to you about that.
Well, we sold the car, hopefully.
No, not in a bad way.
Oh, good.
Not in a bad way. The buyer wants to make sure that Kevin is okay with him using it in a movie.
Oh. That's an interesting concept.
Yeah.
I wonder, how would you...
He said that the wire has already gone through. If I don't see it by 5, it'll be in there tomorrow morning.
So we're getting the money. That's all we care about.
But he wants us to reach out and make sure that that's okay. Not just one movie, multiple movies moving forward.
Multiple movies. Wow. What that
I'm super curious.
I'm curious too.
Like, is he doing a movie about Kevin Smith's movies? You know what I mean? Like, how fun would that be?
I mean, wow, that's interesting.
It sure is
I think
interesting.
He's gonna have to get a license.
Like a biopic about Kevin Smith already.
If it's about Kevin, yeah. Well, even then, that's murky ground because someone already made a biopic about Kev.
Really?
It was someone made a biopic about Kevin independently. So like they made it with like barely, like they scraped it together.
Right.
But like
right.
Then it got picked up by Kevin and the people. So like a lot of his people made cameos in it. It's a great movie. It's called Shooting Clerks.
Okay. Yeah, I've
Never seen that.
Yeah, I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen Out There Shooting Clerks. I've seen that.
I have not
piece.
even heard of that.
That's just an interesting concept. I don't what heck movie. This is a guessing game, man. What movie could they be using it in? That's so weird.
They're probably gonna have to get a license though, because I mean, hey, it's a parody of the Batmobile, like the design.
Yeah, the design
which
is like the
fine
Batmobile
for Kev, but it's the image of it is owned by Kevin, so like. I would assume you would have to get some sort of license.
I don't know, but if you sold it, you sold your rights to it, no?
True, but I only know this because I am a confirmed geek. That Ghostbuster fans who own the car don't own the car. They own the vehicle, but they don't own like the iconography on it. So like they can't like put it in a music video. They can't use it in other things that could possibly make it money or be copyright infringement.
I know. I see what you're saying.
It's a weird thing, but I'm curious too. I'm like, hey man, reach out. What movie are you making?
Yeah, no, I'm really curious. That's an interesting concept.
Put us in it.
Very, very crazy, but
Joe needs to up his acting reel.
So, so we had That bring $42.50 plus the buyer's premium, and we had a fantastic autograph by Ben Affleck, personalized to Kevin, bring $7,000.
Yeah,
and with the buyer's premium, that's close to $8,000. It's actually over $8,000 actually, and tons and tons of other stuff that were bringing good money. I mean, nothing like went cheap in my opinion. I mean, there was some cheap things there. If you wanted an autograph of Kevin with something personal, like not necessarily a script, but like a time card and things like that, some of those only brought $50, $60, $80.
Yeah, they were obtainable.
They were definitely obtainable. But then there was some real interesting things that took off. I mean, I thought one of the greatest moments, because he even asked me right in front of everybody, why did it bring so much money? We had 2 copies of USA Today, and it was
were movie props.
It was movie prop. Both of them were the same paper, but they were movie props for Dogma. And you know, it's really cool. When you open the paper, which I didn't realize this till he explained it, which was cool because I liked how he explained things as we sold it, because that was the whole premise of the sale, where, you know, basically he was up there next to me describing every piece and reminiscing about how it came to be, what it was, and everything else.
Yeah.
But who would have guessed?
Sorry, if anybody heard that in the background, that was our son yelling at the stove to shut the F up in the middle of the podcast. Quiet on set,
Quiet
sir.
on set, sir.
Listen, that was funny though.
Yeah, do not take that out. So, at any rate, what I found interesting, it wasn't just the front cover and the back cover of the paper.
No,
you opened it up.
Yeah, it was all inside.
It's stories he wrote. He wrote just articles in the paper. That's actually, I wish I knew that. You know why? I would have read it before we sold it, because I would be kind of curious. What stories in a fictional USA Today?
Honestly, the way that man's brain works must be so fun and yet so exhausting, all wrapped up into one.
Right.
Like, he's just always like oh my God, what did they call it? The Danny DeVito fanny pack. It had a name though.
Yeah, I forget what it was called.
The Fanny DeVito pack or something like that. Who thinks of that?
I don't know.
Like, I'm not that quick-witted.
Right.
You know, I'm not that, and he is up there the whole time you're auctioneering, just describing the stuff and just on, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know how he does. I even made him auctioneer.
Yes, you did.
Joe took a bathroom break, and he's standing up there, and I said, yeah, I don't know what you were about to do, but you're going to auctioneer. Like, you should auction this off for the crowd. Like,
right.
They came to see an auction, give him a show, and he did.
He did it, yes.
He did it, and he tried. He went blah, 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 blah. And it was great and funny and hilarious. Gave him the gavel, sold, bang, you know?
Right.
You know, he got a huge kick out of that.
Yeah, I think the people who came got a huge kick out of that. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
that's the point.
Right.
You know, because honestly, the auctions online, they could stay home if they just want the stuff.
Right.
They came for the show.
Yes, they did. And we put on a show. He put on a show.
Yeah, he always
He was where
does.
I put on the show. You know, we were back and forth on who's doing the show, you know, and I appreciate all his compliments. But, you know, it's putting on a show. There's absolutely no question about it.
Yep.
But the USA Today, having articles inside, mind-boggling. I wish I knew that. I really wish I knew. I would have read it. Did we ship it out today? One of them?
Yeah, it got
it's
packed
gone.
up.
I just had to read it. But the first one, he gave us 2. And here's always the downside to 2. You think, maybe you do better, this and that, if you have 2 in one sale, blah, blah, blah. No. The first one sold for $750.
Yeah, $750.
$750.
Yeah.
Newspapers. First one comes up, sells for $750. Second one comes up, brings $1,600.
Yep.
All right. So, you know, and Kevin, right after we sold it, you know, and that was a real good bidding war. He goes, why, Joe? What do you think? And the reality is, it's because now that one's gone and now there's only one left, it's much scarcer. If he would have just put one in the sale, the first one probably would have done the same $1,600 or $1,700. But being that there was the one guy backs out, I'll bid on the next one. And then obviously there was 2 more people who wanted the next one, and it went on a crazy bidding war to $1,600. And it just shows you there's no rhyme or reason to auction. It's all emotionally based, and
especially stuff like that, because
it's one of a kind.
There's no price point out there. Like, I will say, we are experts at cataloging. researching, and doing what we need to do to make sure a catalog is successful, described properly, the whole 9 yards.
Yep.
This one, I was like, I don't know.
I put low estimates on everything.
I don't know.
Just
You know, I remember we kept like, Mike, what is this?
Right,
You
right,
know,
right.
What is it worth? It's not out there. It's all, that is a true representation of an auction. It is worth what someone is willing to pay for
That's
it
true.
in that moment.
Yeah, that's a very true
Were the
statement.
newspapers online or were they in person?
No,
No,
they were online. Everything we
everything
sold
was
was online. Everything was online.
online.
Yeah, and online was the underbidder on the first one up to the 700, and then the guy was 750, and then the bidding war. There was 2 people online bidding on it at least. I don't remember because I wasn't controlling it. I don't know how many people were bidding on it, but there was at least 2 people going crazy over it. So, you know, that just shows you, though, scarcity. But I agree with you. Estimate-wise, I gave low estimates on
doesn't
everything.
matter
I
what
did
you
1 to
estimated.
300, 2 to 400
You
on
could have
everything.
put 1 to 1 million. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I hate that though. I hate when people put
I
1
know.
to 1 million. When I look at an auction like that, I go, "That's terrible. Who does that?"
But it's true, though.
But it is true.
Because
It's
we
priceless.
don't know.
No.
With that kind of stuff, all you can do is put your catalog together, describe it, photograph it properly, do your advertising, create the auction environment, and then you got to let it fly.
Right. And who knows? You don't know what it's going to bring because it's one of a kind.
Yeah.
Period. You can't go on eBay and check it out. You can't figure out. I wonder how many papers he had made. I would have loved to ask that question on stage. You know, be like, how many more do you have? Did you have like a whole bundle of like 100 of them in the bag? Let's keep bringing them out.
Mike said to me, he said after it sold, Mike's son came and worked for us.
Right.
And he was putting the things that sold online back into the thing, packing it away. And he said after the one sold online for $1,500, his son's opening it and reading it, and Mike's like, "Stop! Don't even touch it."
Yeah, no, you don't want to rip
Put
it at that point.
down. But he said, we have one at the stash. You can read that one.
There you go.
Don't touch this one.
Kevin scared me because he was grabbing it out of Maddie's hand and there was the paper clip on it and he's trying to open it. I'm going, oh my God, this thing's going to rip, man. He's going to rip it. He's going to rip it. I thought for sure it was going to rip.
But you know what? That's the difference because I was thinking today, as Erica and I are getting everything in order, pulling everyone's, invoice. By the way, there was 178 lots in the wholesale and a ton of it sold in-house too. For that small of a sale, they were still packing back there,
Right.
like there's an enormous amount of packing.
Right.
But I forget where the heck I was going with that.
Packing the COA or a paper clip or something of that nature.
Nope, it went out of my head.
I know that feeling. It happens to me all the time. See, I
important-
finally rubbed off on you all these years. It's finally rubbing off on you to go into spasms here and there.
So when everyone sees this, it will not be the same time as it is right now.
Right.
But it is the first workday back after Christmas and New Year's and everything.
Happy New Year.
And filming, Happy New Year. And filming and Smauction and filming all the podcasts today. And I'm just like, what? I worked till midnight on Saturday, worked all day Sunday.
Yes.
And it is now Monday and my brain is fried.
Yes. Well,
And I'm over here like, so how you guys feeling?
And I'm like, Christian, can you move that pillow so you're in frame better? No, it's the only
it's
thing
holding me
holding me
up.
up at the moment. And I meant it. Like I'm ready to fall over.
But yeah, I thought the two newspapers, and it was a classic of, how many things you could put in. And I think, which will be good, because I'll explain to him next year, because we do plan on doing another one next year. He gave me a green light today.
I know where I was going to go with
ahead.
that. Sorry, I know where I was going to go with that. So as we're packing this stuff up and moving it, we're like, carefully touching it. And I'm thinking about watching you at the last one when you just went in and auctioneered. We didn't have anything to do with it. And they were like, yeah, we got this thing. Oh, okay, here, catch.
They did.
They
do
don't
that.
get
Yes.
because they don't, and then I got this guy who bought like the one head and a poster and this and that, and he's emailing, I want everything packed separately to ship and I want it done this particular way. And I'm thinking, How did they deal with that last time?
I don't know how
I'm
Ernie
sure
and them did.
because it was in person.
No, there was online.
No, there was online.
Oh, for the last auction?
The first
right.
auction they did, they hired. I just came in as a guest auctioneer. I came in, auctioneered, and left. And I guess Ernie dealt with all these shipping and things
I'm
of that
just trying to
nature.
picture Ernie dealing with all this shipping and like all the particulars, and
I'm
all
sure
of that.
that's why they
Isn't it
hired us.
entertaining?
And right in my head, there's a whole show going on. Ernie, like I can see him rolling his eyes, like
He's still doing it.
and here we are being super careful. And like you said, Kevin's like trying to open it up, and you're like,
Oh, man, I almost had a heart attack.
But their thought process is so completely different than ours. And just like we were talking about on the last podcast, you have to know how to handle something.
Right.
And there they are. And it's not that they don't know how to handle it. It's just
They don't think of it that way.
Right. They're not looking at it from that perspective.
Right.
And our perspective is like, no, we described it exactly as this way. It needs to be exactly this way when they get it.
Yeah.
No, I feel you though, because I remember, I can't reveal where this was, but in an undisclosed location is where they kept most of this stuff. And I remember going there for the first time and seeing what they had, but also how they were treating it. And I was just like, what do you do? Like, what? Like,
yeah.
I wanted to put gloves on, and they were just like, catch. I was like, bro, are you kidding me?
Right.
Like, I guess it's different when you work on these things.
Right.
Because, like, it's a part of that process.
Yeah, no.
So you're not as connected to the value of, like, a Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back jacket.
Yeah.
That someone else is like, wait, don't touch a stitch on it.
Right. Well, it's hard too, because like we were, as we were selling, he was autographing some stuff that wasn't autographed yet and this and that. And then, and in person that worked great, but online people were either requesting it or saying it. And then, so then I was like, I'm going to cut that off because I can't guarantee if he's going to sign it or not. And I didn't want to deal with that. Oh, you said you were going to sign. Then I also thought about it. Well, what if you bought the jersey and you do want a signature, but what if he signs it in a place that you don't like? Are they going to return it to me now because we had a photograph of it one way, and now it's going? Well, you don't know.
You don't say no because
I was going to say
there was the Mickey Mouse jersey that he said I'll sign it.
You
tell me where to sign it.
Right.
All that. The guy sent an email. Please don't autograph that jersey.
Yep, there you have it.
Please
See,
don't
that's what I'm saying.
it.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. People are very particular.
Yeah.
They really are. Think about it. I mean, I've never experienced it.
No, he didn't.
He didn't tag it. Yeah.
No.
What you have to keep in mind, and I'm not experienced in autographing, except for I did get to sign an autograph that night.
You did.
I signed one of my bidder cards for somebody. They asked me for an autograph, and I got a selfie too for somebody. So two stars.
Both got recognized.
Someone's trying to slip into Christian's world, and he wants to get Joe down on a track.
Yeah, that came in too. Yes, and someone's trying to steal me from you.
Yeah.
Say what now?
We better hurry up and produce.
Who had the audacity? I claim this dude first.
We have to produce
Stand
a
on
rap.
my business.
We got to produce a rap song quick, man, so we can get it out there.
Because some
We're
guy.
gonna have to do like a full music video theme for Bodnar's Bids and Banter.
We could do it for that.
Joe Bodnar.
We'll sell it to Kevin for the movie. We'll get residuals on it. You gotta think big,
Yeah, no, he took a selfie with Joe and he tagged him in his Instagram thing and said,
"Yeah,
let's lay down the track to get whatever." And I was like, "Ooh, that's Christian's world."
No, it was so funny, and I was telling Joe this before. I was there towards the end of the show. I did get to see a couple of the big things go, and it was awesome to watch. What I personally loved was watching Kevin on stage I have to entertain the people, was that he was just so fully enthralled by you and your ability to auctioneer.
Right.
Well, like, he'll tell the story, and then I would watch Kevin, and he's watching you, and he's, like, dancing. Like, when, like, you get into those rhythmic numbers where it's, like, 333, 333, 330, like, something like that.
Right.
And, like, he'll be, like... And it was funny because me and Ernie would peep it too. We'd be like, "Yo, this is crazy!"
Right?
Because that's also the fun part. Is like, I've worked with you guys for over a year now, and it's still entertaining. Like,
right?
Like, it's still fun to watch. So It was so funny to watch him get so giddy over all.
I think it's hilarious because it puts me to sleep. Not that you're boring. Not that you're boring. I think it's
You heard it here first, folks.
the rhythm of it. Like you start to get like hypnotized by it.
That's how I got you.
Oh, Jiminy
I was hypnotizing
crickets.
you. I was hypnotizing you, babe. It was great.
Let me get your number. Let me get your number. Let me get your number.
Exactly. You hypnotized me with your hair. I hypnotized you.
All right, Charlie Brown, relax. You got the little red hair girl. She's here.
You know what you missed though too in the beginning of the sale because you weren't there at the beginning. He went on his Instagram. You probably saw it on Instagram. He took his cell phone out. And he's like right in my
I did see that.
Right
yeah, he was like right in my face, man, as I'm selling stuff, which was cool. Nah, he's a great guy. You know, it was very
always a fun
complimentive.
time.
You know, great sharing the stage with him. You know, he puts the spot. I thanked him today. I was like, you put the spotlight on me. You didn't have to do that. And I appreciate that. So, you know,
He's really a great, I don't want to say humble, but like, you know what I mean? Just always a positive time.
I was gonna say he always has a positive
Always
tone.
a
I'm sure it's like me. I come across
positive
positive, and then in the background you come out, the fuck.
Yes. Everybody else gets the
But
positive
everybody's
joke.
like that.
Everybody's like that. Even Kev is like that.
Yeah, I'm sure. I was gonna say we're all get that way. You have
Yeah.
enough. You know. When he left, he reminded me of me at the auction where he jetted out of that thing. It reminded me back in the day, like when it was like I stopped for a pee break and I would run to the bathroom. I would stop the sale, run and pee, and come back. He reminded me of that when he left. He was like, I got to start the next one. Bruce, he was gone. It was like the Flash. Zoom.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
But then I thought that things did really good. I thought that tagging it, like I said, you'd be surprised because some of those original props, if you tag it, some people might not want that tagged. I thought that was cool. The Tonight Show ones were great. The Tonight Show advertisements that were used in
Those were hilarious.
Clerks, I guess it was, or Mallrats?
Mallrats.
Mallrats. You know, I thought they were great. You know, and not even that. The colors of the Tonight Show were perfect on. It made me want to go watch Johnny Carson. It brought me back to my childhood where I watched Johnny Carson every single night. You know.
No, it was a great sale.
It was a great sale.
It was very organized, not to pat myself
I was
on
going
the
to say you
back.
did a great job organizing it, yes.
You know, it ran super smooth. We got all the kinks, much to poor Ernie's chagrin of us getting there at 9 a.m. I'm sure he was like, ugh. You know,
Right.
he was still sick.
Yeah, he seemed that
He was
way.
rolling on the tail end of being sick. But we didn't get all the kinks worked out until 1:45.
Right.
You know, I mean, I remember I was sitting
Welcome
there.
to live streaming.
I was sitting there, you know, waiting for Tom to come back down after getting the live feed up, and it's, you know, 30 minutes he's up there. I'm like, oh my God, it's not working. Something's broken. It's not working. And then they got it working.
And then right beforehand, the Jersey Devil was there to possess your
God,
soul.
to scare the heck out of me.
What?
The Jersey
have-
Devil was there.
A very real fear of people with masks on. Like fear, not like, oh, I don't like it.
Like
no,
masks or just like full costume or
anything.
Both, all the
Face
above.
covered,
so
I don't like
Disneyland
it.
is a no-go for you.
So it's like the grandfather clock to you, people. In
say
masks.
less. Okay.
Yeah, I hate it. So there was this. They were doing a promo thing.
Yeah, it was a promo that
and he was
Ernie
the
for.
Jersey Devil, but think like M. Night Shyamalan's The Village,
Oh, that.
but creepier, even creepier than that. But
It
it had
looked
that
real, man.
It had that elongated face like it
I
had
know
in that
exactly
movie,
what you're talking about.
but like a full, fur costume.
No. I know the costume you're talking about. It's
Yeah.
an event that's going to happen at Smodcastle.
Right.
I've
Yeah.
seen that costume.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
It is.
Yeah.
It's like
So
a deer
terrifying.
head that's been modified into this creature.
I mean, listen, whoever made it, super
Oh,
talented.
it's beautiful. That's
super
the thing.
talented.
We can acknowledge it's beautifully
I can
built.
ign-
It's
yeah,
made.
I can
but I
acknowledge
never
the
want to
talent.
see
It
it.
looked real as anything,
person
man.
who made it. However, no, man.
It even had
Get
wings
away
on
from
it.
me.
No, so I ran to the bathroom before he put it on. It was sitting on the floor, and I literally ran down and I went, "Oh, wow, no!"
Yeah, it was by hanging
So
up
I
on the
came out and I said to them, "Whenever he starts doing that shoot, if it starts coming this way, tell me." And Mike was like, I got you, right? So I go in the theater. I'm doing some things. I come back down around the hallway. And I'm not even paying attention, and I happen to walk back towards the front doors of the
Cinema.
Yeah.
but that particular theater that we were in, and I don't see anything out of my right peripheral vision. I don't know how. I turn to the left. I turn to face Joe, and he goes, "Whatever you do, don't turn around."
I did.
And I said, "Got it." And I walked into the theater and just, I'm good.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I can't. Like, it stops my heart. It scares me so much.
The life of show business, isn't it? He literally he puts that thing on. They did a photo shoot 2 minutes before we're supposed to start, actually, and so they do that for 2 minutes, and then we started 5 minutes late. But just one thing, bang, ba bang, ba bang, ba
How
bang,
he
ba
does
bang.
that?
Crazy.
Yeah, it is
I can't
crazy.
even go from a work day to this podcast.
I
have my brain
I've
in
never
order.
seen Kevin's schedule. Like there's definitely somewhere a document that has like all the things he has to do. But just from what I've heard and what I've seen, how this dude will jump around, like, holy crap.
Yeah.
It's a feat. You push yourself. I get that way with the business. Think about it. I'll go on house call after house call after house call, or want to go to house call.
I used to do that with you too, but that's the only thing I'm doing that day.
Right,
I know I
right,
have
right.
to be in a certain head mode.
Right. No, it's hard to turn it from what you figure he flew in on Friday, got picked up when
Yeah.
He did a couple promos about all the shows. He was definitely on in the news on Channel 4 today but I don't think he taped that today. They probably taped it on Friday when he came in. It was on the 11:30 show on Channel 4. I forget the name of it. But anyway, he was on that. Did that. Mm-hmm. After we got done, he did a viewing of Jay and Silent Bob at night.
That's what I mean.
And who knows what he did after that?
Nothing.
Slept.
Yeah, right.
Nothing. No, I mean, as much as we do, I struggle to to switch my brain.
Right.
Like, all day long, there I am at my desk, catching up on 2 weeks worth of emails from 3 different emails,
Right.
And, getting through things. Okay, I have to do this. This is top right. But, just head buried in that computer all day long to then walk away, come up here looking completely disheveled, slap some makeup on, and it's hard for me to have my brain switch gears.
Right. Well, it's a talent.
I don't know how he does it.
It's a talent.
It is.
It is also, he's doing something similar to you guys where, at this point, you love the work. It's work, but it's also not. You know
Right.
what
Yeah.
I mean? Where it's for Kev, this was the dream.
Right.
And all the things he has to do is just in support of that.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
All the things that, all the travel, all the travel, all the events, all the podcasts, all then lead up to getting to do another movie.
Right. Yeah, no, absolutely. No, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, no, but it's a tough schedule. I mean, even when I used to do house calls and put 9 in a day, the last 2 were usually pretty tough. Even though I pushed myself.
Yeah, no, it's
I'll
not
never
easy.
forget our podcast gauntlet day where we were never again.
Yeah, it was what was it, 4 or 5?
We
a
did
day?
5 in one day.
5 podcasts in a
Oh,
day.
see, that's how I would just do it. Just
I agree.
dedicated day to podcast, because then my brain is in the same mode.
Yeah, which we did, but we were dead after. We
was
were
hard.
dead to the world after that.
I didn't want to do that again. But it was just hard to switch.
Switch gears quickly.
2 is a sweet spot. I'd try 3 again. We could try a 3-hour ordeal.
Yeah, but
a
just 5
3-hour
we
tour.
know we can't do.
It's a 3-hour tour. What'd you say?
We just know 5 is our limit.
5 is definitely the limit. But that last podcast, I think we were just like, yeah, sounds good. Whatever.
It was 100% that, though.
It
It's
was.
so
It was
funny.
really like that. I forget what happened. So go back and watch that episode. It's probably episode 15.
Oh, that was so funny, too, because everyone was getting, short with each other. It's
Yes.
we've been here for 5 hours. I know.
It was like that, too. Oh, my goodness.
So good.
But, yeah, so Kevin did all that. It was a great sale.
It was a great day.
Well, you know
Things
what's nice,
sold-
too? Sorry. No, I was just going to say, it was great that we saw some of our old customers come in
Yes.
and hang out again.
Yeah.
You know, that was
So
nice.
some of our customers we haven't seen since the pandemic.
Right.
They came to the Smodcastle.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, they didn't buy anything. They just came to be there for the auction.
came
So,
to
you know,
hang
we back when we were a live setting and we did the auctions on a consistent basis of every other week and once a month, we had a core 150 people, 200 people that just came to come, really. Did they?
I mean, there was people, they would bid, but they'd be there all day. It was a hangout. It was
Yes.
a meetup. You saw people you liked, you saw people you hated, you know? But a lot of people would be like, yeah, let's meet up at Bodnars, you know? And like, it was like the Cheers bar of the auction world.
Yeah, it was. It really was.
We are Central Jersey's largest auction.
We were.
We were Central Jersey. So, you know, everyone would come.
Yeah, when we were running like that, when I tell you there was at least 150 people who just came out to hang out. Then there was another core,
Everybody
150,
knew your name.
150, 200 people that way we were there just for a specific item. And then there was, maybe 50 to 100 buyers that bought and sold and whatever. But
resellers. And we had all kinds of people, but even them, they would come, they would see everybody.
Yes.
Myself too, there's customers I haven't seen since the pandemic that I miss.
Yeah.
Leon and Helen in Long Island, if you're watching, I miss you.
Yes.
I would love to see them walking in. You know, there's just certain people that you were like, oh my God, you know, you're so happy to see them every single time. Vic and Jane. And,
Yep.
you know, so many people. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it was nice to see.
Yeah, no, it was nice to see some old time customers come, and then even new customers that have been just maybe bidding with us for the last 2 years show up and comes, like Stu. You know, Stu was there. You know who Stu is. Yeah.
We had a lot of people who have been registered with us online.
Yes.
Come and bid, you know.
I was laughing. Stu posted online. He was so proud. He was buyer number 1. He was the first one there. He wanted that number 1, man.
I was there when we registered him, and he was like, I'm buyer number 1. You know,
Buyer number 1 is great. But in Kevin Smith's world, when you're buyer number 37...
Well, that's it. What is
but
that
37
about?
couldn't get 37.
Which is so funny because my buddy Bob ended up being buyer number 37.
What is that all about?
He was so happy about it. Clerks, the first Clerks, the character of Dante finds out that his girlfriend had been with
Yeah, I know.
she sucked 37 dicks.
All right.
And that's the joke. Is
Yeah.
But it was always like, my girlfriend sucked 37 dicks in a row. Like it was always this dumb in joke.
Yeah, what was it? Don't trip and
Don't suck any dick on the way out.
yeah, don't trip and suck any dick on the way out.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, it's always been a running
Yeah.
gag through anything Kevin makes. The number 37 will appear.
Ah.
So I walk into the theater and I say my hellos. I say hi to Stu, and then I see Bob. Bob doesn't even say a word to me. He just holds up 37, and me and him just both start chuckling.
Okay.
See, I feel like, you know what? Now we should have auctioned off the right to use buyer 37.
Yeah, we'll do that next year. I like that
That's
idea.
a good idea.
It's a great idea. Yes, no, we will do that next year for
Auction
sure.
off the right to be buyer 37.
Yeah, there was a lot of buyers that came to the sale in the past that always wanted a permanent number or the same number.
Oh, no, but
every
it
year.
wasn't just him. Do you know
Right.
how many people asked to be buyer 37 after him?
Really?
A lot.
I like this
But
idea.
you realize, like, it's not just 37. Like, if you make it, like, super Easter eggy, like, you can have numbers that are the years his movies came out. And those people get, like, I don't know, like a special deal or something. I don't
Right.
But, like, that's a cool idea.
Yeah, no, I like that. We've already been brainstorming on
Yeah,
different things
been
on how to make it
brainstorming.
even better than what you guys
Yep. Than what we did this
presented.
year.
Yeah, exactly.
But great day, great
Yes.
stuff.
We get Lisa to film it.
Kevin, you know,
Thank you for the opportunity, Kevin.
yeah,
That's
he's
really the deal.
he's always great to do anything with.
Yes.
He's just great guy. Good
I
times.
agree.
From Smodcation at Smodcastle Cinemas to Barbie dolls.
Exactly. Our upcoming sales coming up
Barbie dolls.
February 10th?
11th.
February 11th. Don't miss out on the Barbie dolls.
Barbie dolls.
You have Barbies?
Hey, when you were looking at me selling the date, I know that typically I'm your audience member, but the camera's right there, buddy.
I got it. Yes. I was looking at you. I was looking at that. You're right there.
Yeah. there you
February
go.
11th. Barbie dolls. Did you have Barbies?
Of course they had Barbies.
I played with Barbies. I love Barbie. No, I didn't play with
I was
Barbies.
going to say, of course you played with Barbies.
I played with these Barbies.
I bet you would.
These Barbies are nice.
These
man.
are nice. They're the Silkstones.
Silkstones. They are silk. They're sexy silk.
They're so well done. They really are. These two guys, they were so much fun.
Yes, they
Weren't
were
they
fun.
so much fun?
Yes.
Joe and I did the pickup by ourselves. It was just a little bit in the garage, the Barbies. He had some little kittles and some other, little doll things. But, they're looking forward thinking about downsizing.
Right.
Because he had some health issues.
Right.
What a collection.
Yeah, so this is part 1 of the Barbie dolls. Part 2 will come eventually.
I was going to say, I know how this works.
Eventually.
Yeah, this is a part 1 to a part 2
He
because
has so many originals.
he has almost every original Barbie doll in the house. Oh my God.
He has a curio cabinet full and they're stacked like 2-3 deep.
Dolls that are going to bring 2,000, 3,000 a piece. They're 4,000
but I
a
love
piece.
their whole house.
Yeah, so we'll talk about their house, but we could talk about it. Their house.
It was everything.
It was us.
It was us. It was everything we like.
We were literally there.
We were like, I have that. They had like a Waterford
They had
seahorse.
so much
and we're like,
Waterford.
we have
Oh my
that.
God.
Oh, I have that piece too. I have that piece
such
too.
beautiful
the
stuff.
compote. And then he had that giant art glass pumpkin, but he had the whole curio of art glass pumpkins. I was
there
like,
were so many pumpkins.
There
was so much Waterford. There was so much decorations.
Oh, and the Christopher Radko ornaments in the basement.
Christopher Radko ornaments.
Shelf of them.
Everything that is us was there. Anything that we would collect or put in our house was definitely there. My God. There was so much nice stuff. And they had it was decorated nice. It was elegant. It wasn't clutter. It was very eloquently laid out.
Classy.
It was classy.
They were so much fun.
It was classy. They were very nice. The two guys were great.
They were so much
They were
fun.
great people. So, we went there. What's great is that we almost didn't get that deal. That's another deal where I came in, just like the Harry Potter stuff, I came in at a higher commission. I wouldn't budge. And the only thing I offered to them is that we would go pick it up. I said, well, I'll come pick it up. It's only, a couple tubs of Barbies. And me and you went there and we put it in the pickup truck. We
put it right in the truck.
We just fit it.
Just made it.
We went there with just a pickup truck. And literally, there was no square inch for anything else in that pickup truck.
Nope.
It was loaded all the way.
Yep.
But you know what? What's great is he didn't really tell me what I was getting. He just said a Barbie doll collection, and I think he said there. I don't even know how involved I looked at it, but when we got there, I was like, "Wow, man, that's a lot of." What are they called again?
Silkstones.
Silkstone. Mm-hmm. And last time we had Barbie dolls that were Silkstone, they brought good money, $200-300 a piece, $400 a piece.
I told when Erica was unpacking them, I said, I forget what I had to do that day, and I said, "You're so lucky you get to play with the Barbies," and she's like, "Whatever." She starts unpacking them. 10 minutes later, I hear in the back, "Oh my God, this is great. Oh my," like yelling.
She was going nuts.
Going bananas, looking them up. "Oh my, do you know how much this one's worth?" I'm like, "Yes, I know. I was there when we packed it up."
They bought them all brand new. So they're all brand new in the box.
Yeah, all he did was take them out to look at them
and look at them and put them right
in the
back.
box.
As most of them, we didn't take out. We just basically uncovered it so you can see what's there and then covered it back up. But it's if you're not familiar with the Silkstone, they did a lot of designer clothing.
Yeah, there's
sexy lingerie. I don't know, those kind of Barbies I like. A lot of thigh-high black stockings. Sorry.
The more we do this
Weirdo.
podcast, the more and more we get to know about Joe.
Weirdo.
And
I'd collect those
didn't
Barbie
even know
dolls.
that.
If we weren't together, I would have a whole house of sexy Barbies.
This house.
The way
The personality
he
of
says
Charlie
that.
Brown, and he collects Barbie with.
Can you imagine? That would be crazy. But I'd do it.
Oh my God.
I would. It's like the anime dolls and the anime hentai dolls.
Oh, good God, Joe.
I like them
started
too.
on
I
that.
think they're cool.
Don't get me
Actually, I think
started
they're
on
real
that.
cool. What? I know it doesn't do it for you, but
It's unrealistic expectations of what a woman's supposed to look like.
oh, they have men. Remember, we had this whole conversation. They make men ones too. We had a whole debate over
but
that.
it's not a culturally accepted thing where men have to look a certain way. And
Well, according to the Japanese, they got the Japanese think you have a 50-pound dick on a 2-inch stick figure when it comes to hante.
anyway, but we digress. Back to Barbie.
I'm sorry. Oh, we're talking about Barbie. Yes,
But we
forgot all about
digress.
that. I mean, you got me.
Yeah,
on
that
these-
you did, you freaking.
Can you imagine?
You know what's great about these Silkstones?
What's that?
I mean, don't get me wrong. When I was a kid, I had Barbies. I didn't have any expensive Barbies. I never even had the holiday Barbie. I remember my cousin would get them, and I'd be so jealous. And now that, we run an auction, we see, they don't bring anything because no one took them out of the box. I would have took it out of the box to play with it, but no one would take them out of the box.
Right.
The quality, not just in the Barbie, but the clothes.
Yeah, no, the clothes
and
are
the
beautiful.
thought put into the outfits is so much. It's stepped up so high to your average Barbie you see on the shelf, and I mean, for the price, it should be. But
So, question: wait, you've referred to these Barbies specifically as something because, like,
Silkstones.
there are just generally Barbies. That's the brand,
which are rubber. These are hard bodied. They're not like
Look it
the
up.
rubbery.
Silkstone. I'm curious what it's a designer. Bless you. It's a designer that.
So they have porcelain faces and the hard body,
Right.
and it's just.
Do they have porcelain faces?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't realize that.
Oh, they're not old. Okay.
No, they are
new.
not old.
Silkstone so sorry. Silkstone Barbies are high-end collector dolls introduced in 2000. Known for their heavy porcelain-like material, a resin quartz vinyl mix.
Porcelain-like.
That mimics vintage dolls.
So good, you thought they were porcelain.
Oh, that's so cool. So these were designed, and they're known for sophisticated designs.
Yeah.
Yes.
By artists like Robert Best.
There you go.
They're very much a hit with adult collectors.
Yeah.
Exactly. So.
But they're quality, so they'll do like the original Barbie in the original clothes in a Silkstone.
Oh, in a Silkstone.
With and it's just such, or like they'll do Dior, like Christian Dior, outfits.
Oh, so this is like their purpose-made collector brand kind of deal?
It's like the couture of the Barbie.
It is. It is what it is. Yeah. Put it this
But
way.
it became valuable.
Oh God,
Yes,
dude,
very.
there's a couple in there. We have them estimated at like $800 to $1,200, but online, I mean, they're like $1,600, $2,200 sold. It's unbelievable, really. It's really, really crazy.
Yeah. No, they're the best of the best.
Someday my Beanie Babies will hit.
What will? Beanie
Sorry.
Babies.
Everybody.
You could have came to my yard
Well,
sale.
and
I
you
mean,
know what?
I sold somebody like, I don't know, 500 of them for like $20. That's
And
a
you know
shame.
what's funny?
Really
about-
is a shame.
You know what's funny about these?
What's that?
The rule that we always say, if it's meant to be collected, it ends up being worth nothing. Now,
Right.
we'll see what happens with these Silkstone Barbies and God knows how long. But they're the exception to the rule because
Yeah, that's
Beanie
why-
Babies were meant to be collected.
That's why I was making the joke, because I was just like, wait, like,
And they-
usually companies that create their own.
But I
like,
think they do such limited runs.
I
on
think they're
them.
limited runs. I think that,
It
you know.
is what keeps the price high because Beanie Babies, man, they sold you a song and a dance. They even sold you a little plastic cover for your tag so it didn't get ruined.
Yeah.
Or a whole thing to put the thing in. Give me a break.
And who knows who created that market? I think they created their own market that way.
They
you
did
know?
create their own market.
Yeah, I think they were very slick.
Oh, they were. We watched that whole
Yeah, we watched the
documentary
whole
on
thing
it.
about how they were creating
limited
the market.
this, limited that. They
Yep,
created
yep.
their own market. They very intelligent, but whatever, But no,
Right.
these are just so well done. The clothes are
They
so
are
well
beautiful.
done.
Even
and
the
then-
box. The box is beautiful.
Yeah. And then you have like certain ones, like there's the Mad Men ones, like so there's certain. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then you have whole sets of extra clothes. And this is where I'm like, my favorite day that I can remember recently, not recently, but in recent years at the auction was the day that, the last time we sold the Silkstone Barbies, We're putting them all together. Of course, that person took them all out of the box, and we had to play Find the Accessory.
Yeah.
Which
Oh my
was
God.
not necessarily fun.
No.
I mean, it speaks to my meticulous nature, so I did kind of like it, and then I got to play with them a little.
Right.
But the person who dropped off the original Barbies, and she had all the original clothes.
Right. I remember that.
And I went to pull through, and I pulled through, and I put all the sets together.
Yep, I remember
the
that.
original clothes. Oh my God! Just let me do that all day.
Yeah,
I'll be a happy girl.
I remember you doing that. Yeah. No, those
To play
Barbies
with
are beautiful.
all day.
Yeah, no, they should smoke out. They should do really
They're
good.
gonna do good.
I'm looking at these Mad Men collector ones. These
They're
are
cool.
so cool.
Aren't
Yeah.
they
Because I love
cool?
Mad Men. That's one of my favorite shows. That's amazing. I love
And
that.
it's gonna do well because here we got as we're taping, we're like 30 days out from that sale. There's a ton of bidding. A lot of pre-bidding,
Yeah.
and we got so much time to go. That sale's been hitting hard. We got a lot of registered bidders on it, so it'll be quite interesting to see how how this plays out next week in the auction. you know?
Yeah,
It's-
no.
This is going to do gangbusters. We're speaking it into existence.
Yes, no, absolutely. And then on top of the Barbie dolls that we have in that sale, we also have trains.
Trains.
It's been a long time since I sold trains.
Yeah, that's your forte. I know nothing. I can tell you what scale they are. Beyond that, they're like, that's the G7456 that rode on this line. And I'm like,
What scale do you got majority?
It's a mix of HO and 027, so it's both. You got HO and 027. The HO collection is the HO collection is actually quite nice. I don't play with HO. I can't stand it. It's too tiny for me. I need the big stuff. But the
I like G scale.
Yeah, G scale's too big. What do you do with that? You know, that's too big. Yeah, you need a big place to lay that out. But G scale's nice. But the the HO is heavily passenger sets, Pennsylvania Railroad for the most part, mostly Pennsylvania Railroad. He liked Pennsylvania Railroad. So there's tons of engines, there's tons of passenger complete sets, some things new in box, most things played with. And then we go into 027 gauge where there's two collections there. This gentleman collected HO and 027. And then our accountant, his father was a big train guy. We missed the big part of his collection because he didn't know us yet. But we got the back half of his collection, which is things that he still kind of played with, which there's 2-3 sets there that are pretty decent. And then, you know, there's a really nice, that's Pennsylvania Railroad too. There's a beautiful post-war Pennsylvania passenger railroad set with a GG1. The GG1 engine's a little rough. If it was the GG1 alone is probably $300 to $600 if it was complete, but it's missing the top pieces where it would connect to the electrical set.
I would love to be in your position right now, Maureen, where you're just like, Joe's speaking Chinese.
no, I know what he's talking about, but yet, like,
See, I know what he's talking about too.
it doesn't
and it's-
fully, like, my brain doesn't fully comprehend. I comprehend. But
No, I get it.
could you say,
I ain't fronting. I'm
look at
looking
these
right
engines, which one's GG1 without looking? I'm like,
Yeah, no. So there's a great GG1.
I'm surprised you didn't take that. I mean, hey, listen, I know sometimes when collections come through, you don't personally buy out of it yourself all that often, but I'm surprised you didn't go for the Linus and Lucy hand car.
Oh, that's in the sale too. Yeah, I know. And that still might be mine. That's the only thing in the sale that I like. I don't think I have one. I have to ask Joey if I have one. I might have one or two. I don't know. I have to look and see. There's only two things that I like. That's one piece, and there's like a burning. There's a burning accessory that's a switching house, and the switcher house is on fire. I've never seen it before. I've seen the barn that's on fire, like from the Choo Choo barn, and they have the. Have you ever been to the Choo Choo barn?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Choo Choo barn out in Pennsylvania, they have this great layout that's very famous.
I remember I begged my mom and dad to take me there when I was little.
We slept in the Caboose. You know the Caboose Motel over there? Right? Oh, you didn't come with me. That's right.
with you.
No, I took the kids. Yeah, that's right. You didn't come with me, and I took the kids there when we
was
first got
pre-marriage.
together. Yeah,
I
it
want to
was
do that
pre-marriage.
now. I'm 30. I don't care.
It was cool, man. I had a great time.
Did you take Matthew?
Yeah, I
too?
took Maddie too. I took everybody.
He
I
was
had
real little.
Maddie.
He was stroller days.
I remember my father was. This is like I just left my ex-wife, and I had all 3 kids. And I said, we're going on a trip, and we trekked out there. I got in a little caboose hotel, and I had all 3 kids, and I was like, I think that's the first time I probably had all 3 by myself. I don't know, but Maddie at that time was probably
year and a half,
2, year and a half, 2 years
2.
old. So I had a 2-year-old.
A 6-year-old and a 9-year-old.
Yeah, 6 and 9. So yeah, I trekked out there. We stayed at the the thing. We spent the night at the Caboose Hotel, and then we went to the museum there. I am a member of the TCA, so I was able to get into the TCA museum for free, which is a great place. They have great stuff in there, and what a great time. Well, I actually enjoyed that a lot. That was a lot of fun to sleep in the Caboose. It was a little hard on the back. I think they all went to sleep. I sat outside and smoked a cigar and called you on the phone.
Yeah, you did.
If I remember correctly. Yeah.
You'll never guess where I'm at. No, I really won't.
So the Choo Choo Barn has a layout that you walk around. It takes about 20 minutes to a half hour, and there's this one part where a house catches on fire, and the fire truck comes and then it shoots water into the thing and puts out the fire, and then the fire truck leaves.
Roadside America had one like that too.
Yeah.
Or did you take me there?
I took you to the Choo Choo Barn too.
Yeah, okay.
Roadside America was another great place, but they're out. They're done.
Yeah, they are.
You ever been to Northlands?
Northlands is interesting, but it's smaller gauge. But yes, Northlands is cool.
It is smaller gauge, but that's a fun spot.
The cityscape in Northlands is pretty cool, where they have the big city going around. Yeah. That's pretty cool. And Roadside America, Bill House sold the contents of that.
That's right.
Yeah, Bill House sold that, and he's still selling it. He's been selling that for 4 years. That's how much stuff was in that place. Yep.
So where did this train collection come from?
The one that we're selling? Mm-hmm. So there again, my accountant is his father went into like an assisted living, so he couldn't take most of it with him, even though 3/4 of it went out already. Before they knew who we are, somebody came in and bought it. And it was like they left behind stuff, and I got the seconds really, but whatever. He's my accountant, so I took it. Normally I would say I ain't taking that after you beat me out. But it's a nice small little collection, but there's a couple key pieces that are still kicking in there.
I'm looking at it, I'm like, damn.
Yeah,
I don't model with trains anymore, and I'm just like.
There's some neat stuff there. You know what's the other collection I've been holding for almost a year. Because I've been waiting for a train collection to come in. Hey, if you're out there and you have a train collection, give us a call. We would love to sell it for you. I think God was helping me out, so I wouldn't spend all my money in 2025.
All my model train people, all their collections are all Thomas stuff. So
right.
It's like,
I like the Thomas stuff. They're great.
Go a little different.
No, but the Thomas stuff, I have a Thomas part of my set. Yeah,
I know Thomas you do.
Train. Yeah,
we made it a specific part of when we were first podcasting. We were like, I got to show Christian.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, no, but in 2025, nothing really came through the door. So I thought I had another train collection tied up, but. She didn't call us back, but I think what it is a lot of people have unrealistic expectations with trains these days. I mean, the reality is it's a dying breed.
I would say they have come down.
They have come down, man. Prices are just not that great.
I will say, yeah, that is even as somebody who observes from the outside, is something I've noticed over the years. Like, it is not a hobby in which is very much pursued these days.
No, it's not. It's a generational thing. Thank God my son still loves it, and he still goes up there and tinkers with it and everything else.
My
He's
kids
22.
Don't have a choice. Sorry.
Right. And, I love it. I don't really have a lot of time to go up there. I think the last time I went up there, I was having some anxiety attack or something. He said, go up and play with trains. Right? That was about 2 years ago.
Yeah, then that gives you anxiety because Joey makes a mess out of it.
Yeah, no, it's a disaster up there. It's not laid out how I would lay it out. That's right. But that's okay. It was better when I just had it in the garage here, and it was just, I know there was no room in the garage, but it was contained to one bay versus the whole warehouse now.
Well, I'm very glad that it's not in my garage.
I guess you're right. But I would go out there and play with it when it was out here.
Yeah,
I would definitely go play with it.
Oh, that's how it gets you out of my hair?
Yes, exactly. Well, you know what? Nowadays, too, the way it's laid out, if something derails, and it's hard to get in there and try to re-rail it. You got to get the just squeezy things. But I went and looked at a collection 3 weeks ago, which I thought was a done deal. But then when I got there, I don't think she liked my price. I said, listen, it's probably going to bring $7,000, which it probably brought 10, but I told her 6 to 7 because I don't want to overestimate something, you know? Yeah. And I think she had a tough time with that because her husband, the best thing is like I go down and I went, what a layout, right? And she goes, yeah, you could tell my husband didn't like me, huh? I said, no. I said, I think that he just had a passion for the trains. And her husband was an electrician, and the whole basement was loaded. I remember I came home, I told you, the whole basement was a train layout. And it had, it went around, it did 3-figure eights, came up, he built mountains. The amount of switch track on this thing, everything was nailed down. Everything was working. Even all the accessories were nailed down. And there had to be about 20 to 30 switch track, 8 or 9 transformers, and just, tons of wires, miles and miles of wire. And I looked at it, and she had some trains there, but not many engines. I mean, money's in engines. That's when it comes to 027, money's in engines or a complete set. She had maybe 3 complete sets, a ton of rolling stock, but the layout was impressive. But we can't sell layouts. I mean, especially once it's all
set.
Yeah, it was set, man. I mean, if you were going to take that track up, it was old tubular track. It's all going to go to the shitter. You got to rip it up, and it's going to be a mess. And I think she really wanted someone to like empty it all out in one swoop. And I was like, we ain't doing that. I ain't taking the layout. It costs more money to take the layout than I'm making commission on selling the stuff.
Yeah, no, it's tough.
Plus, with the materials that those things are made out of, it's like the minute you take them apart, they fall apart.
Yeah, especially her accessories too, because they were all nailed down to the layout, so it would have been very, very difficult. So we have that coming up, and that's all on February 11th. Thank you. And then on February 12th, we're selling antiques. We had another discovery sale. First discovery sale of the year. If you don't know what a discovery sale is, we sell a little bit of everything.
Because we don't know.
Because we don't know. We're going to discover
it. We
exactly.
Don't know.
Well, we have the rest of Emil Wojcik's collection.
Yes, we do.
Yep. So
metal detectors.
His metal detectors and mid-century modern pieces and things of that nature. Whatever's left from his estate is going to be in that sale. A telephone collection from the house that had all the Batman and the
banks. Not
the banks.
I'm sorry. The hardcover comic books.
Yeah, hardcover comic books in the Batman and Eleanor Roosevelt collection. Mm-hmm. We have the rest of that, which is telephone related. I have an estate in Freehold that we picked up, back in July, and that I have to get in that sale, which has a bunch of Sterling and Country Primitives and Crocs, and literally I'll be discovering it as we unpack it.
That's why it's called.
Right now you can view it online, but as we're taping, it's just being discovered as we speak.
That's it.
So make sure you check that out. That's on February
12th,
11 a.m. Be there or be square.
That's
right. That's the deal. You'll discover all kinds of great things. And if you really want some sexy lingerie to Barbies, February 11th.
Sake.
Merry Christmas to me. Happy birthday. My birthday's coming. I could get a Barbie doll. I'm teasing.
You already got a Christmas present.
There you go. You mean my birthday present?
Yes, that's what I meant.
Yes.
See, I don't even know what's happening anymore. I need to eat. I need to go to bed.
I understand. It's been a long week. We had a great week. We had a great month, a great year, a great new year. This is the new beginning of 2026.
Oh, I'm so ready. New year, new me. Like, I'm not usually that person.
I'll tell you what though. This year,
ready.
I can tell you right now.
There's something about 2026. Like, I feel good about it.
I feel good about it. I can tell you right now, right off the bat, our first few sales here were great, and I know the next 6 auctions I have in the can right now. We have some great merchandise coming up.
Got another coin sale I got to work on this year.
Yeah, that's just it. We got a big jewelry being dropped off collection next week. Big collection of jewelry. So.
Yeah, no. Everything's looking up. I'm ready.
I have a great guitar collection. You haven't seen that yet. Oh my God, some beautiful Gibsons and everything. Guitars that are going to bring $8,000-9,000 a piece. They're that nice. Okay. So that's coming up too.
I'm ready. Leave 2025 behind.
Yes, 2026.
New year, new me.
Amen to that.
Love it.
So if you have an item or you have an estate, or you have something you want us to talk about,
Questions?
yes,
Email us.
at
Bodnars, Bids, and Banter podcast at gmail.com. Listen to us wherever you get your podcast, Spotify, YouTube, Apple. And follow us on all the things, Facebook, Instagram.
I'll be on OnlyFans with my Barbie dolls.
And on that note, we're
Why do you
done.
have to end it on a weird note? Why do you have to end it on a weird
Fucking
note?
Show's over, guys.
I'm sorry. Can we cut that out and do it again? Do it again.
Oh, come on. I thought that
weird.
was...
That was weird.
That was that weird.
That's not weird. No.
We could make money in 2026.
So weird.
Fine, edit it out. Well, I already have to edit it out. Yeah, I'm going to shut
I'm
up
not
now.
editing this out. Have a wonderful day.
No, you can edit it
Way.
out. That will be on the blooper roll. All right,
No, bid on Barbies because they're nice.
you can edit that out. Go back to start with. Follow us on if you have a collection, kind of like how I started that anyway.
I'm not. We're just. That's part of the banter. We were messing with you. We're good. It was weird, but we're gonna go past it. We're past it.
Merry Christmas.
Can we put like a boop? I'm very sorry for how strange my husband is.
Are you really though?
Yes, I am.
And with that being said, I thank you for enduring me as I am overtired, and yes, and then
I think that's part of the problem. We're all overtired.
at any rate.
Let's do a third one and see how punchy we can get.
Oh, we could do a third one.
No way. I'm hungry.
I am hungry.
I'm starving.
I'm so hungry.
It's time for the Wendy's.
It's time for pajamas and food.
That sounds good to me. At any rate, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you. I love you.
I love you too.
Very good. Have yourself a wonderful day. Thanks for watching Bodnar's Bid and Banter. Remember, we're here every other week with new episodes, new stories, and wonderful, wonderful times. Make sure you check us out, bodnarsauction.com, YouTube, Facebook, all the different platforms where you watch this podcast or listen to this podcast now. Now, once again, thanks and have a wonderful day.